Hot chocolate. Heart cookie, Halloween cookie. This looks bad. I like the Snorlax? Thanks. I don't know why, but I think... So I always have a blanket on when I'm streaming. But I think it's more just because I like the safety of feeling like a bit confined or something. I don't know. And the Snorlax he has some weight to him, but not really. But it's enough where I'm like, I feel comforted. These are hideous. How many? 8. Grandpappies? My comfort Snorlax? He helps. Weighted blankets? I tried a weighted blanket though, and I was like... I felt too constricted though, but maybe... I think I got the heaviest one. And so I just was like, yeah, I think I need a lighter one. Because maybe also, like, my body weight with a big, heavy blanket on me, I was... Because I toss and turn a lot. And I, like, when I go to bed... I think... I have, like, a bit of a deviated septum, and so, like, when I go to sleep... I'm like... I have to do that thing where when I lay on one side... Then this side gets clogged, and then I lay on this side, and then this side gets clogged, and so I have to do that until I fall asleep. No one will understand what I'm talking about, is very possible. That's normal? No, it can't be. Does everyone's do that? I was like, damn, this sucks. It must be a problem that I have. I thought it was because my nose is uneven. That doesn't work. See? It's like curved. And when they pierce my septum, they pierce it at an angle. Because it's like crooked. Yeah, my piercing. If I copy this... So I can zoom in on my nostril. I'm meant to have a super zoomed in one anyways, so. I hope I... Oh no, this is a recipe for disaster. See? It's uneven. So the piercing... goes this... This is not a jump scare. Leafy. So the piercing, instead of being straight, is pierced. I think it's pierced. It's pierced this way. See? How it's lined up. Look at my nice teeth. They're nice. Not the bottom though. I didn't want to wear my retainer. I'm not cool. Book? Does your home decorator choose books for your bookshelf? Bro, not even fit on the thing? Are you shitting me? Well, I guess you got window books now, you fucks. This is not my fault. Do I have to do it? The bedrooms too? Oh my Christ! That... Look at this! With this, like, wood color... And those look like cat nipples. This looks like a dresser that is just cat's nipples. Laboto says, kinda nice. Laboto? Sus? My mind? I didn't do it. It was like that when I found it. Cabinet Hermes. Cat nipples. Is this adequate? What else do we want? What do you... Do you understand that there's only so much you can fit in one room, people? Bro, there's a window there. I'm going to hell. Ugh. Help! Is that actually a thing? That you guys have noticed me not blinking before? Ever since someone said that, I keep thinking about it. And I'm like, wait, have you actually noticed when I stop blinking because I'm focusing so hard? This is a danger waiting to happen. Me. Oh my god, you want to hear this fucking hilarious thing? I am manually blinking. Okay, so I was reading this thing that was talking about like eye contact for autistic people, and it said for AFAB people that when you are like, so a lot of people that are AMAB just have trouble when they're autistic making eye contact. And then I was reading that AFAB people, that this is, I have a specific story about this as well. So AFAB people, when it comes to eye contact, do a variety of different things because they're trying to pretend that they're not autistic. So they will either not really make eye contact at all because it makes them uncomfortable. They will, and I do this, and I thought it was normal. I will look someone in the eye and then plan when I'm looking away so that I'm like, this is the normal amount of eye contact, right? And then it said there's also a third thing, what Pip is saying, where if someone is telling me something, yes, like a cooldown, Laboto, I'm like, okay, I've probably looked in this person's eyes for too long. I need to look away from them, right? So, like, when I was in Bristol, I was hanging out with Lewis. And Lewis was talking to me, and he was talking about something that he was like really like going in on, like he was talking about it, and he was like pretty passionate about it. Let me turn this music down real quick. Sorry, Tilleron. So it was something, and he was speaking really passionately about it, right? So I wasn't speaking because Lewis was, and he was talking about this thing. And so I was like, this thing is very important to Lewis, so I should make sure that he knows that I'm paying attention by looking into his eyes. So I do this to people where if they're telling me something interesting and I want them to know I'm paying attention, I will stare into their eyes the entire time and not drop eye contact. And so I was like looking at Lewis, and I was staring at him so intently, and Lewis kept like looking away at me, and I was like, why does Lewis keep looking away? Like, I'm listening to him. And then I realized, after I saw that person on that video talking about it, that's fucking weird. That's weird. Lewis was probably like, why is Boba just fucking staring at me like that? Or I don't know if he noticed because he was talking, you know, which Simon said, I'm surprised you could keep your eyes open. But the other thing that AFAB autistic people do is they maintain an irregular amount of eye contact because they're like, I'm paying attention, essentially, which is so fucking funny to me because I've thought about a few times when I do that, And I realized I hung out with Sarah for an entire day, and then we were at a pub, and she was talking to me about something important, so I just stared into her eyes, and I started to get tired, and I was like, oh my god, my eyes are, like, tired from, like, staring. And then after I saw that, I was like, oh. Have you taken a test? I've done a bunch of the diagnostic things, especially for AFAB people. And I've done some good high scores on those. And my therapist was like, do you want me to tell you you're autistic? Because you're autistic, but if you need me to, like, officially say it instead of just telling you, and I need to say the words, you are autistic to you, is that what you need? And I said, please tell me if I'm autistic or not. And they go, you are autistic. And I said, oh, okay, thanks. I wasn't sure. They're like, I've been telling you that you are. And I'm like, yeah, but you didn't, like, say the words, like, in, like, the way. So I wasn't sure. And they're like, do you want me to do you want me to tell you? And I said, yes, I need you to say it. I think the special interest thing, that's where I kind of got confused, because I was like, I don't think there's anything that I have special interest over. But then I go through these phases where I'm like, hey, I can't talk right now. I'm watching every disaster documentary available on any platform right now. Sorry, I can't talk right now. I'm watching every natural disaster thing that is available for me to watch. Etc, etc. Sorry, I can't hang out right now. I am reading a book and I can't stop reading it until I have speed read it. Those sorts of things. I think it just makes it easy to, like, be better to yourself too. Because if I have things where I'm like, oh, I feel like that was weird that I did that, then I'm like, what does it really matter? Or if I do something where, like, I feel awkward, I'm like, oh, I can be a little bit easier on myself, you know? And then I think also I have so many people that I am friends with that don't care if I'm weird, so... When my therapist told me, and they were like, oh yeah, like, all your assessments and stuff, like, they do point to AFAB autism and all of that. The thing that I most wanted the confirmation of the diagnosis was because, like, one thing that I really think about a lot for my own streams, and I said this, like, last time too, is, like, I would have loved, like, a role model when I needed one. Okay, sure, because you insist. And so I was like, okay, I want to know if I am or not, because if I am, then this is something that I feel like... Oh, fuck that. If I can talk about it and make it easier for other people, like I would have liked, I want to be sure that I am, so that I'm not like, ha ha ha, hello. I want you to feel better, but oops. I think back to school and I wish I had accommodations, because knowing what I know now, I very clearly struggled due to my autism. I think I just got, like, so fucking heavily bullied that I think that's where my, like, masking came from. Because I was bullied until I got to high school, and in high school I was like, I just won't talk to anyone, and if I do, I'll just like all the things that they like, and I know what not to like that isn't cool. And so then I didn't get bullied. We need furniture. Bed. Look, Disco, you get a bunk bed. How do you feel about that? Ooh, but it doesn't match the walls. I have cool friends over. You are the cool friend. Then she goes back to the mod room. It's just like high school again. No, high school was good. Did you also just pretend to be like other kids? I think with high school, I was like, because I liked video games and I was cool, I went from being cool when I was in like elementary school, and then when I got to middle school, I didn't have my same friends anymore. And so I was like, I like video games and anime. And everyone's like, well, get the fucking memo. That shit's not cool. And then I just got so fucking bullied. And I got bullied for how I looked, and like I had glasses and braces, and I wore my little anime shirts and stuff, and I was friends with the anime kids. And then I got to high school, and I was like, if I just mind my own business and I just find people that I can hang out with, and I didn't really talk about anything that I liked. I don't really remember very much. Like, I had someone was like, remember when we had that class together and we drew those, you drew me those pictures? I'm like, I don't know who you are. Like, I don't know you. And I think it was so much of me just like getting by that I just honestly don't remember it, and it's wild. And I think it was just like, you know, I'd go to school, I'd act normal or whatever, and then I'd go home and I'd play video games. Do you want a chandelier, Disco? Bonk your head, Disco. Oh, it's bad, Disco. I think that's, like, I thought about it the other day, and I was like, there's a lot of things that I don't remember, just in general, from, like, memory-wise. But high school especially, like, if you were like, what did you do in high school? Bitch, I don't know. It said that's immoral. I thought it said that's immortal. And I was like, oh my god, what the fuck's going on with this bathtub? We gotta clean in here, though. Who put their hands in this sink like that? Am I supposed to sell this? Yes. And whatever just came out of it. Help! The water's spilling everywhere! Caliban Elite, thank you so much for subscribing. Look at how good I am at putting a sink together. The bathtub wall is blue. Boba the Builder. I try my best. That just reminded me of when I built my desk and I fucked it up so bad that I had to put Play-Doh in the holes that I made and then put stickers over the top of it. Listen. Can I do whatever I want? Yep. I did. I fucked it up so bad. That I always do that. With anything that has, like, you have to screw in screws to, like, plywood, I always fuck it up. And I always use the wrong screw. I'm like, this screw looks the same size as the other ones. And then it's too long and it bursts through the other side. And then all of the fucking plywood or whatever it is, it's got a big hole in it. So I filled it with Play-Doh and then I put a sticker on top of it. And that is not the only furniture in this room that I've done the same thing to, except with no Play-Doh. The Play-Doh is a new innovation. Is this the one and only Boba that found a Metal Gear Solid speedrun glitch? That's me. Sometimes I think about that and I'm like, what the fuck? Monday, Monday! Another sconce? But we have one already. How am I supposed to line this up? It's pretty close. Liboto, why do you have a neck brace? How did I miss that? Ball sack. Only once. She sat on my face too fast. I'm kidding, it was the gym. Once I almost pulled a muscle because I was at the gym and this guy answered his phone and said hello, and it made me laugh so hard because he looked so stupid. And I was mid, like, crunch on a machine. Poopy. Champ did it. Are my streams always tagged with tiramisu? It's my favorite dessert. Me, Metal Gear Solid is my favorite game. Played it so many times. I cannot wait to see you play it, Boba. Watch me get retweeted by Kojima. Disco was like, I'm pretty sure you skipped... What did you say? I'm pretty sure you skipped some part of the story and the game or something like that. I say it in the song at the end. Now what? Clean dirt? Whose dirt? Clean dirt? Dirt? Is this... It is dirt. Something like that. I was so worried. Disco's like, why the frick did you brew in my video game? A doormat? Sexy flowers. Follow them. For sexy. More sexy flowers. I'm vibing so hard to the music. Poor VOD watchers. You'll have to just imagine. Cat pumpkin. A big one. Oh, I may have been... It's fine. 2 of them! Maybe we'll do this again tomorrow. This will be the vibe tomorrow. So if you enjoyed it today, we're doing this tomorrow. And I've finished 1 house today. This is a hanging wreath, and I've got it on the floor in the other room. Oops. I'll fix it. Actually, it's kind of cute there. It's off-center, but no one will know. Another one? It's me. Fuck. DJ Khaled. Did I do a good job? I'm not doing your ceramic tile bullshit.